Avengers Doomsday is expected to be the most significant production Marvel has ever done, and yesterday, Marvel dropped a bomb by revealing half of the cast for the film, including many big names like Vanessa Kirby, Chris Hemsworth, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Pedro Pascal, and many more. The list just goes on. It's revealed that half of the OG X-Men from the Fox universe are making a huge return, but the big question is, what role will they take in this movie? What is up, guys? M94 here, back with a brand video, and today we're going to talk about the major role the X-Men will be having in Avengers Doomsday. Let's get straight into it. The X-Men are Marvel's most prominent superhero team, and with them being announced for Doomsday, of course everyone lost their minds, including myself. I was in my car driving back home, and when I saw the next actor reveal was James Marsden's Cyclops, I completely lost my mind. The X-Men became even more popular after the success of X-Men 97, and we as fans want to see an entirely new X-Men in the MCU after Secret Wars, and that is something the Russo brothers are going for. According to the Russos, Doomsday and Secret Wars will be the beginning of a new era for Marvel, and this is the perfect way to go. But for the OG X-Men, the question is, what role are they playing in this movie? There have been many theories, including a popular one which is deeply connected to X-Men Days of Future Past. The theory states that the X-Men in Doomsday are the same ones from the Fox universe, and in Days of Future Past, it created RDJ's Doctor Doom when they messed with the timeline to stop the extinction of the mutants against the Sentinel. At the end of the movie, everyone is resurrected, but one mistake created a threat against the entire multiverse. Even in a quote from Avengers Endgame, Tony Stark says, "When you mess with time, it tends to mess back."
You mess with time, it tends to mess back.
With that, they created God Emperor Doom. Yeah, that sounds nuts. Even connecting Days of Future Past, that's honestly crazy. But what if I told you my theory? My personal theory on how the X-Men will clash into this movie, which might happen. This probably might or might not happen. This is just my own theory, but this could possibly be the solution in Doomsday. In a comic series called Avengers vs. X-Men, the X-Men want to use the Phoenix Force, which is an immortal, indestructible, and force of light entity for the mutants. In the comic, the X-Men believe the Phoenix Force will herald the rebirth of the mutant species, but the Avengers believe it will cause an end to all life. It then creates a huge war between the two powerful superhero factions. Obviously they're not going to adapt this in Doomsday. They might do something entirely differently, but what if it's the battle for survival in this movie for both worlds, which are the X-Men universe and the Avengers universe, the main MCU universe? Maybe somehow Doom has the two teams clash for the survival of their world. Only one will live, but one will fall. There you have Avengers vs. X-Men. This factor from the comic could be used, and honestly, this would kind of make sense, since me personally, obviously not half of the X-Men were revealed in this casting reveal, but it's most likely we could see more, or even surprises in this movie until the movie comes out. But honestly, I feel like this is what they're kind of going for. They're just adapting a bit from the Avengers vs. X-Men comic into this movie, but this time it's the fight for their survival. Avengers vs. X-Men. Sounds nuts. This is just a theory, not confirmed or anything. This is just my personal theory, but it would honestly make sense. We know Doomsday will be set up for Avengers Secret Wars, where all the characters throughout the history of Marvel, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Wesley Snipes' Blade, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Eric Bana's Hulk, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, and maybe even characters from the animated universe. Who knows, they could pull like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm honestly beyond excited about what Marvel has in store for Doomsday with the X-Men, RDJ's Doom, and the surprises they have in store for this movie. I would like to know your thoughts down below, and what are your theories for Doomsday? Do you believe that Days of Future Past will be responsible for RDJ's Doom? Or do you agree with my theory that Doom will pit the Avengers and the X-Men against each other? I would like to know your thoughts down below. I'm MZilla1944, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.